broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there. "9 a.m. here at Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts. You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
city is under opposition control.
You got the platform built yet? Tick tock, tick tock. I'm waiting for the good news.
I did it. The platform's constructed.
And I filled in the blanks on the blueprints. We can actually build this crazy thing. The science of this monstrosity is wow. But fortunate for us, the ingredients pretty common. But there's 3 specialty items that I just can't grab from our safe houses. You find those, and we'll knock down the gates of hell.
I'll get started.
Yeah, the sooner the better. After you get the getables, meet me at the build site.
Make sure you never fall into it.
This doesn't look right. Not right at all.
7 p.m. here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Scaver would take that. Motherfucker! Pay for that!
You're listening to Diamond City Radio. If you're listening at all.
Are you fucking kidding me? Think you can hide? I heard something. You live to fight another day.
And day.
Now that's just annoying. We made that look easy.
No way I could pick this.
Nothing there now.
Jumping at jabs.
You're mine now.
With a mortuary. You see where I'm going with this, right?
Yes. Hey. Grab that.
I'll get her done.
Grab anything useful.
Overtime incoming.
Hey,
You called? I heard something.
get that rifle.
On it. Back before I met you, I'd go whole days without massacring a bunch of kids. Honest.
That song was, Hold On. How about a bit of good news? If you haven't already seen him, which I did, so I know it's true and not just something I overheard. Nick Valentine is back in town. He was gone for a while. Some people who are totally not in town.
You're going down.
Well, you thought. Glad you're back, Nick.
You almost got away.
Never really talked. Whitney Harris. Grandma gambled, I guess. So, a song about it. And I'm not even talking about it. I ain't gonna play it. So, here it is.
I can't see! Made a big mistake, rookie!
All along, the bastards have been teleporting personnel to the surface. Is there nothing they can't do?
Hey man, need help with the signal interceptor? This thing is gonna be huge. We'll finally learn about what the Institute's really up to now.
I could use your help finding parts for the beam emitter.
We need some high-tech shit for that. A military-grade circuit board. Hit up... an extra ton of power to get this to work.
This isn't going to do anything without power.
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the cam way too hard. But I got my eyes open.
Status report.
We got activity there. Not sure how long for it keeps.
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, you need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot.
I like the name. Sounds encouraging.
There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact them. So we gave him the code name, Patriot. If your plan works, and you're able to get inside the Institute, we need you to make contact.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Tom's encrypted a message for Patriot's eyes only. Once he sees it, he'll contact you. Until you make contact, and probably after, you need to stay in their good graces. You need to infiltrate them. Can you do that? Can you be our agent on the inside?
Bring it on.
You can do this. I believe in you. Stand on the platform and I'll give you the holotape. Just plug it into any Institute terminal and wait for the reply. Tom, talk to me.
Everyone thinks that Desmond
This
Mona
frequency
is
is
boss.
only going to work once. You know Rue doesn't make the
speeches.
same mistake twice.
But it's just an act. She does what I tell her to because the railroad, it's my show. It's been that way since I founded
We're
it.
gonna have to cut a few corners with the skin.
Heads up.
Yeah?
Hey there.
We've been making the rounds, doing the job. It's time you learn the big secret. Everyone thinks that Desdemona is the big boss.
you are.
She calls the ops, gives the rah-rah speeches, but it's just an act. She does what I tell her to because the railroad, it's my show. It's been that way since I founded it.
I'm not so sure about that.
Like I
Stand on the
said,
platform.
the big
I'll take it from
secret.
there.
We've come a long way since the beginning. We've done a lot of good. Saved a lot of sins. But we're about more than
Stand
that.
on the platform.
We are the last
Take
and
it from there.
only line of defense between the Institute and the Commonwealth. Hell, maybe even the world.
Just stand on the platform. I'll take it from there.
You've lied to me at least once. This is just more of the same.
Yeah, you got me. But you're gonna hear the same sort of
Stand on the
lies
platform.
elsewhere. There's other organizations out there, and in time, I'm sure they're going to spoon-feed you their own patented form of bullshit. Ignore the verbiage and look at what they're doing,
Just stand on
what
the
they're
platform.
asking you to do,
I'll take it from
what
there.
sort of world they'd have you build, and how they're going to pay for it.
Just stand on the platform. I'll take it from there.
Yo. Thanks for the advice.
I don't know if it's your good old-fashioned pre-war values or you just won the
Stand on
genetic
the platform.
lottery, but anyone
take
that
it
has
from
you in their corner has an advantage. And at the end of the day, you'll need to make a choice. Make it the right
Stand
one.
on the platform. I'll take it from there. So stand still. You gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You need it to contact Patriot.
Oh, man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on! I think I got it! Establishing lock on the Institute signal!
Just get all the information you can. About Synth. About the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it. You jack that holotape into any terminal, and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the RF! We got it!
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now!
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance.
Broken.
I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean, I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
We're leaving this place. Together. Okay, Sean?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Sean, please. Calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
It doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assumed that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course?
It's an honor to have you here, sir.